Good morning. So I thought I would take you guys outside to the garden before I harvest everything to show you, like, this is how many calendula flower heads I'm getting every day. And this is what they mean by saying lemon balm becomes invasive. But yeah, I'm about to harvest some tomatoes and calendula I'm going to do sauce with the tomatoes. The calendula gets dried for medicine. And I've already harvested beans a couple days ago, the ones that were all dried out and papery, and I'll show you them here. So I harvested some of my beans the other day, and I've got these ones, which are pinto beans. It's an heirloom variety pinto bean. And these ones are called Fort Portal jade beans, and they're from Uganda. And they're very green, and I think they're beautiful. So in my 3 sisters bed that ended up being a 2 sisters bed, I did 3 types of beans, and these ones were done and all papery, so I harvested them, and I didn't get very much. There's about 2 handfuls here, but there's going to be tons and tons of the Mandan black bean, so I'm looking forward to getting those harvested eventually. They're still very green, but they are growing right up to the top of the corn, whereas the ones that I harvested barely got a foot off the ground. So I'm not sure what happened there, that they didn't grow higher, but I'm actually going to keep these for next year and try again in the bigger plot that we're going to put at the bottom of the garden, because I'd like to get like a really big harvest of the green bean, the jade beans. They're beautiful. I wish the color was showing them better. Like, it's just not capturing how beautiful they are. But yeah, it's a nice little harvest of beans. But these ones are the Mandan black beans, and they're not ready to harvest yet, but they actually do grow all the way up to the top, which is really fun. And there's going to be a lot of them, so I'm looking forward to that harvest. I don't know if you can see them easily on the camera, but they're all about this size right now. But they do grow. They are the most successful bean that I grew in the 3 sisters garden. Some of the sunflowers are done, and I will cut the heads off and clean the flower bits off of them and then let the birds have them. And I definitely have 3 butternut squashes. I'm just waiting for them to finish up. They're starting to turn this nice tan color. And these tomatoes are still doing really well. They didn't seem to get hit by the blight, but everything else is toast. And we're getting mushrooms from the rain, which is fun. And then the biggest change is I did the patio. So I'll put in some photos here. And then I spent 5 hours power washing the entire patio, and I had to spray in between each crack so that it got rid of all the mud and sediment and sand. And then we bought a product called polymeric sand and put it in all the cracks. And once it gets wet, it fuses into like a grout. So now weeds and ants can't grow up through it. So I'm very pleased. Everything's very muddy now because of the power washing, but the patio looks amazing. I'll actually throw in a clip of how bad it looked before I started right here. But yeah, I'm very pleased, and the next job is to make my patio set cushions, and my fabric has arrived. I do have my fall broccoli sprouting, and this is some spinach that I got seeds from, and this bed is done. I'm making plans for what's getting moved around. So I had said this bed here is everything's getting pulled out and only strawberries are going back in. This bed, everything is getting pulled out and the strawberries are going to move to this bed. But I can't do that until my indigo is done. Look how muddy everything is from the power washing. We need the rain to come clean things off. So the indigo is coming back nicely and more of them are flowering, which I'm really hoping I can get some seeds. These are the last thing that have to go back is my barrels. They're a bit heavy, so we were putting that off. But yeah, that's kind of it for the garden right now. We've got some gourds and pumpkins coming, which always make me giddy. I'm not sure. Oh, there it is. There's one in there. I think that's probably an eating pumpkin for like pumpkin pie or whatever. Look at him. He's beautiful. Still not got as many pumpkins as I wanted, but there's still time, I guess. I have decided, I have my pear that I planted this year. I'm going to move that one because this elderberry is going to get too big and shade it out. So I think I'll move it into the oval garden. Look at all the weeds. This is all the weeds that I pulled off the patio. Isn't that wild? I have a bunch of tidying to do, but I am pleased with the patio. It just makes me happy that there's like this spot that's clean and ant free now. So anyway, that's the late August garden with all its wins and fails, like dying tomatoes. Take care. Talk to you later.